I got about 2 hours of free time. Well, really 1 hour because it's going to take me 30 minutes to drive there. I got 1 hour of free time until I go and get my hair done. I've got an audition tomorrow for a movie that they're shooting down in DC. Hopefully, I get the role. Wish your boys some luck. But this video isn't to talk about my hair or my audition. This video is to talk about something that's very obvious as the obvious elephant in the room in modern society that nobody dares to bluntly tell the truth about. And I'm not going to make this video a long one. This will be under 10 minutes. For those of y'all that like my longer videos, I apologize in advance. But I'm making this video sporadically because I really need to stop watching fucking YouTube. But I saw another one of those videos, Look, Money, and Status, and all the women were saying, yeah, strong, independent. We want a man that's at our level. And the podcast people were saying bullshit. You want a man that's above your level so he can provide for you, provide security for you. You want a man that's above you. And the obvious elephant in the room that nobody bothers to bluntly say is that as the men get weaker, the women have to become stronger. It's the natural balance of life. If men at one point in time were supposed to be society's protectors, when men became too weak to fill that role, the woman had no choice but to get more masculine as a result. And in 2022, the economy, guys, for those of y'all that don't live in the real world, you guys have no idea how bad it's gotten, man. 3 years ago, no, closer to 2 years ago, I used to go to Royal Farms. Before Royal Farms, it was Wegmans. I would get like 5 cinnamon donuts a day, but they stopped selling the cinnamon donuts after COVID. I would get 5 of those a day. Then my post shifted, and there were no donuts nearby, so I went to Royal Farms. And Royal Farms, I used to get tenders every day. And one of the other officers at work was like, Grim, why are you wasting your money on tenders when you can get a chicken salad sandwich for like a third of the price and the same calories, right? Back then it was only like $3. Now it's $6. For those of y'all that don't live in the real world, the economy has gotten absolutely abysmal. The price of everything has gone up. I drive for Uber. And some of these fuckers, I made $60 this morning for 20 miles, for 23 miles worth of work. So 40 minutes of work, I made $60. And for anybody that doubts me, I got the pictures in my phone to prove it, right? So it benefits people like me who work a job where your income is solely dependent on how much money people are paying for the service. But people that are working regular jobs where the payment is not increasing, the salaries are not going up. Uber is a special exception because we're independent contractors and we're guaranteed a certain percentage based off of how much the customer is paying. But people living in regular jobs, they're not having this benefit. People got to survive. In this economy right now, unless the man is rich, he can't provide everything for the woman, everything for the child, everything for the pets. It's not it's not probable anymore. Okay? It's possible if you're rich, but we live in a world now where everybody in the house has to work, right? So, yeah. You know, women will talk about being strong and independent, etc., etc. That's because in their minds, they can't show weakness. In their minds, if all the men around them are being weak, I gotta be strong because I gotta survive. And in a way, they're right. So people like to debate if women really want to be strong and independent and if they want to be submissive and not work. Here's the thing, guys. Screw the fantasy land. We gotta come back to reality. The reality of the matter is this. It really doesn't matter what people want nowadays. People gotta survive. So yeah, some of these women may want to be housewives. Some of these women may want to just be docile and submissive and let the man do everything. But in 2022, that's not That's not a realistic take anymore. Women have realized this. I'm going to make a video in the future called Women Learn the Game from a Young Age because, women see these things early on, right? And as the men around them grow weaker, as the men around them allow the world to become the way it has become, they realize they got to go into survival mode. They got to do what they got to do to survive. So yes, in 2022, women got to work jobs. Women got to make money. Women got to be independent to some degree. Like even if they get married, one person paying all the bills doesn't cut it anymore. Sometimes the whole fucking house has to pitch in and cover bills. That's why you guys that make fun of me for living home with my mom, you guys clearly are not living in the real world. Like shit has gotten really fucking bad right now, guys. Like it is crazy. Now, because of the decisions I've made in life, I've got nothing to worry about. I'm living comfortably. I'm not struggling at all. But a lot of people, one of the chicks I asked out recently, I mean, she's in a fuck situation. She's living with 4 people and paying like, $900 a month in rent despite living with 4 people. And she can't move to a better deal because a lot of these places don't allow pets. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't make enough to just get her own house. So it's crazy. So a lot of these strong, independent women, they say it out loud like it's something that they're voluntarily doing. But the fact of the matter is a lot of these people have no choice. Yes, they have to work or they won't survive. They have to be independent or they won't survive. Even when they meet the man of their dreams, if that man is not rich, then yeah, they still have to work, make money, and be masculine to some degree in order to survive in this world. Why am I making this video, guys? Because there has to be a balance in force. You got all these fucking YouTubers talking about, women are this, women are that, but they're not telling you guys the reality. Yes, women are like that now because they have to fucking survive. They don't have a choice. Between the ages of 16 and 17 now, women see how the world is, right? So they adapt accordingly. Men got to start doing the same thing. As men have became weaker, as men became bitchers, as men became complainers, the women around them saw how things were going and adapted accordingly. For you Toontown fuckers that think that I'm a sexist pig, that I see women as less than human, this will be a shock value to you because I'm basically acknowledging that in 2022, the modern woman, on average, is probably more realistic than the average guy. And that's the unfortunate reality. I pick up a lot of these guys from my job, and I see the change in society in front of my eyes. But you guys know me. I'm here to give solutions. So, those of you guys that don't live in the real world, you better start right now and you better start learning it quickly because the economy has changed drastically, even over the last 5 years. I pay $6 now for a sandwich that I used to get for $3. But you know what? My main job has given me drastic pay raises recently because all the fares have gone up. And my side job, acting, pays decently well as well. So I'm adapting to the situation quite comfortably, and I hope you guys are as well. If you're working a job that isn't giving you a raise, that isn't compensating you for how the economy is going right now, you got to take the path of high resistance, adapt like the women are doing, and take whatever experience you've learned from that job and use it to get a better paying one. Otherwise, you ain't going to survive. It's getting crazy, guys. But I just wanted to say that little short rant in reaction to some of the shit I've been seeing recently because I got to go get my fucking hair done because I got to look as best as possible in order for my audition tomorrow. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.